My dream is to have the fastest car in town. That's why I decided to work to raise 100,000 and buy a turbine. Boosting my car will make it much faster. Will it hit 200 kilometers per hour?
I want to see how fast you are.
Like the video and subscribe to the channel in 2 seconds. 1, 2. This is my first car. It was in it that I learned how to drive. Although I really like this car, there's one problem. It's very slow. That's why I worked hard here in my workshop and got the money to buy a new car. This is my new car, a Peugeot 206. I rescued this car from the junkyard. It was all wrecked. I fixed the engine, painted it, and now it looks like this. Look at its engine. It's incredible, so flawless. This car didn't have a radiator, and I spent all my money to buy a radiator for it. Now I want to boost it. Install a turbine to make this car powerful and super fast. It's time to drive my first car here so you can get an idea of how fast it is. Look how slow this car is. And its design reminds a Beetle a lot. Too slow. Look at that. It's too slow. I'm gonna stop it here on the sidewalk so I can take a look at the engine. Wow, it's hard. I can't even get up from the sidewalk. The car has no power. That's a joke. Let's have a look here. Wow, but the engine is very similar to the Peugeot. 4 cylinders radiator. Well, I know one thing. This car is much slower than the big green one I have in the garage. Look at the danger of driving with the hood open. This is my view with the hood open.
That's crazy.
I'm already here in the Green Saber, which is the name of my car. Although it's much faster, it has a problem. This is a very small car. Or I'm too big. Because look at this. My hair is coming out of the roof of the car. I'm going to speed it up here so you can feel the difference. I'm already on the street. Let's hit the gas. I can already feel that it has a much better start. Look at the speed. 100 per hour. When I install a turbine in this car, all it's going to do is fly. It'll be faster than normal. The truth is that I wanted to sell this car. I renovated it for sale. But I ended up spending money on the engine with the radiator, and nobody wants to pay what the car is worth with these improvements, so I decided to keep it.
And I'm going to upgrade this car.
I'm here in the junkyard. I'm looking for a car here to take to my garage. Fix the engine. Completely renovate it to make money. I have 60,000 coins. And I need 100,000 to buy the turbine. This is a Corsa, a classic car. I need 5,000 coins to buy it. It's worth it.
I've already bought it.
And now I'm taking it to my garage. Look at the difference.
The car doesn't even run properly.
The engine life is at 50%, and there's a problem. The car doesn't have a radiator. It will get very hot, and if it reaches 160 degrees, it will catch fire, and it will explode.
I gotta be careful. I haven't even left the junkyard, and the car is already over 100 degrees. I have to be very careful that this car doesn't catch fire. It has to get to my garage in one piece, so that I can make all the necessary modifications.
For it to have more speed.
More quality? Look at this one in front. What kind of car is that?
Is it a Gol? Wait a minute. I want to see this car. I want to see this car.
Holy cow.
It's a Gol.
That one must be a lot more expensive than this Corsa here.
Hey, buddy. Let's have a race. It doesn't care.
It's leaving me behind.
It's leaving. Its garage must be near mine. Let's see, who has the fastest car?
It's going as fast as it can.
I'm catching up, but there's a problem. I'd forgotten. I have to worry about the temperature.
Whoa! The car almost caught fire.
It's already in the garage. It's going to get a makeover. Look at that. You can make this car beautiful. Now I better take care of my car and go to my garage.
Come on, let's go. I'll try to cut through. I'll go this way. My garage is in the back street.
I can see it now. I'm here! With all the parts! Almost in one piece, actually. What matters is that it didn't explode or catch fire.
I've parked it.
And now let's get to work.
I paid $5,000 for this car.
Let's see how much I can get flipping it. I have to fix everything possible here.
The battery, I'm going to charge it.
I'll have this part repaired here. And I'll charge the battery in the meantime. Here's the battery. I'll charge it. Wow! The battery was already at 50%. I fixed it here. Now I'm going to have to grind the car's cylinder head. We'll fix everything. The car will be fine. It won't fail anymore. It'll even be a bit stronger. But what I'm not going to install in this car is the radiator, because the radiator costs 20,000 coins. I paid 5,000 on the car. It's not worth it at all. I'm going to sell it without a radiator. Now to finish, to get the car 100%, I'll install the battery here in the car. I've installed the battery here. Now I need to install all the engine parts. That's it. I've done everything I can. Now I just have to close the hood and give it a test drive. Wow, it's a different car, seriously. Look at the quality of the engine. It's at 92%. It's super great. Now I just have to get on with it and sell it. I have to remember that it doesn't have a radiator, so it's still getting quite hot, which is worrying. It's already at 123 degrees. If it reaches 160, it's an explosion. It's fire. I'm going to take it a bit easier. If I keep putting my foot down, accelerating too much, it's going to heat up. Look, now it's going uphill. I'm accelerating non-stop. Speed it up, it's going up. I'm accelerating. It's using the engine too much and it's overheating. I better be careful. I've finally arrived at the place where I can sell my car. I've paid $5,000 and we'll see how much I make on the sale after I fixed it. Hello, friend. I brought a car here for you. It gave me $9,600. I made a profit of $4,600 on this, but the turbine costs $100,000. That means I'm going to have to do a lot of work remodeling several cars to get all that money. I'm already accelerating here with my Peugeot. Here I can accelerate like crazy. Radiator installed. The temperature won't rise too much. The car won't explode. It won't catch fire. Here I'm going to take a straight line and I'm going to pass the junkyard. Come on, let's accelerate everything we can in this car. Look at that, 160, 170, go 200, 200. I can't believe it, it didn't hit 200. The top speed was 196 kilometers. I'm going to install a turbo in this car and it'll hit 200 an hour. Anyone who trusts me, comment turbo. This car is already doing a lot. If I install the turbine, it'll be different. It'll be the fastest Peugeot in the world. Let's see if I can find a different car now. Maybe a more expensive car. With a more expensive car, I might make a bigger profit when I sell it. This one here is a classic. I want another car. This one is a Gull. Look how damaged this Gull is. But I'm going to fix it. It made me want to paint the car. I've already bought it. I spent $5,000 to get this car, the same price as the Corsa. Its engine isn't very good either. So I'm going to have to fix the engine. With the Corsa, I made a profit of $4,600. But I delivered the Corsa with the bodywork all rusted, all destroyed. The goal will be different. I'm going to paint this car, fix its engine, and then sell it. We'll see if my profit increases. Here at the end of the street, there's a paint and body workshop, so this car will be brand new. Just turn right here and it's right in front. It's in that garage. What color do I put on this car? I already got a green Peugeot, so I don't want to put green on it. I'll take a look at the colors available. I'm getting in! Wow, the car is so wrecked that it doesn't even have the strength to get into the paint garage. I could turn it red or turn it orange. Whoa, but orange reminds me of rust. It was already rusty. Let's see another color here. Wow. This one is purple. I paid $10,000 to paint it. How expensive? It's pink. I thought it was purple. Come on! Wait a minute, this car suits me better. The truth is that the Peugeot is too small for me. Or is it because I lowered the Peugeot? Let me lower this suspension here. I lowered one at the back too. Same thing on the other side. One here and one here. Let's see if it changes anything. I don't think so. The car looks nicer and my hair isn't sticking out of the roof. Now I just have to speed to the garage like crazy. So we already have the cost of the car at $5,000. $10,000 for the paintwork,
and we already spent 15,000. Now I'm going to fix the engine, and we're going to sell the car. We gotta be careful. This car doesn't have a radiator either. All the cars here at the junkyard don't have a radiator. So if I accelerate and forget about the temperature, the car catches fire and explodes. After spending 5,000 on the car, plus 10,000 on the paintwork, I can't lose this car because of the temperature. I gotta be very careful. It can't catch fire. It's already 130 degrees, but it's dying to explode. We can't accelerate even a little bit. We can't even play here with this car. Look, it's at 60 kilometers and it's already trying to catch fire. For real, if I go any faster here, we're going to have an explosion. And I don't want to lose all that money, especially because I'm saving up to buy the turbine. I'm getting to my garage. Can you take it, car? Come on, be strong. We're very close. Wow, it's 140 degrees. If it gets to 160, it'll explode. Calm down, calm down. We're getting there. Without speeding up too much. Just cross that bridge and that's it. We're home, we're in the garage. As I'm already close, I'm going to speed up. Wow, I tried to accelerate, but the car stopped at 40 kilometers. No way. I've arrived. Time to take it apart. Just by painting the car, look at the difference. It's so beautiful. And this is a color you don't see every day. You're unlikely to go out on the street and find a pink car. Let's take everything off. Perfect. And the battery too. Now we just have to take it to get the engine repaired. Charge the battery. And then sell it. I wonder how much that car salesman is going to pay for this pink Goal. I'll have it repaired too. Where's the battery? I've already charged the battery. Now I just have to assemble it. Everything's ready. I'm going to install everything in the car. Then I can give it a go. Of course, always taking care with the temperature, so the car doesn't get too hot and catch fire, but I'll drive it quickly to the port. Where's the car salesman? He's going to buy this car here to resell. I've already left the car ready for him. So there's not much to do with the car. I've already done the engine here. The bodywork and paintwork too? Everything is fine. Now we just have to install the radiator. But as I said, it's not worth for me to install the radiator. 20,000 coins, too expensive. Now if the future owner of this car wants to install the radiator, that's his problem. And here's what I recommend, because the car catches fire fast. But just having fixed the engine, I'm up to 80 kilometers per hour in no time. Look at that, 80 kilometers. And the car has a temperature of 120 degrees. When the engine was all smashed up and destroyed, when I reached 60, I wanted to set it on fire. Look, this car is going to hit 100 per hour. I'm going to floor it a bit. I'm going to wait for it to cool down a bit. It's too hot. And I'm going to speed some more to see if it reaches 100 per hour. I'm going to stand still for a while so that the temperature drops. Yes, it's dropping well. 90 degrees. That's perfect. Now accelerate. Accelerate to the maximum. I accelerate and the temperature rises. Go, go, go. The goal is to hit 100 kilometers. Wow, I hit 100 degrees. Yeah, that's it. 120, 120, I made it. That crash didn't damage my car, right? It's perfect. It did nothing. It's time for the truth. How much do you pay for this car? 14 grand? Wait a minute. 5,000 is what I paid for the car. 10,000 for the paintwork. I'm already losing. I'm not making any profit. Mr. Robert, shame on you. Shame on you. I spent 10,000 just painting the car. 5,000 was its price. I repaired the engine. Are you saying that my work is worthless? 14,600. That's not possible. So you want to sell this car? I'm very sad here, but I've learned something. I'm going to sell it. I'm going to suffer this loss. I sold it to Robert. But from now on, I'm no longer going to take care of the car's aesthetics. No tinkering with bodywork, no painting, nothing. Just the engine and sell the car. I managed to gather the coins to buy the turbine for my Green Saber. And I did it by remodeling cars that are much more expensive to sell. This car here, I paid 5,000 coins. And I'm going to take it to Mr. Roberti. You'll be amazed at how much he'll buy this car for. I'm only going to fix the engine. I paid the same 5,000 that I paid for the Gol and that I paid for the Corsa. But for some reason, Mr. Robert is going to want to pay a lot for this car. I'm already putting everything in here to fix it, and now it's just a matter of putting everything back in the car. Here's the battery, and I'm very excited because I'm going to install a turbine in my Peugeot. And I'm finally going to see it go over 200 kilometers per hour. Actually, it hasn't even reached 200 kilometers. Last piece, just install it and close the hood. And off to the sale. Let's go. The engine is in perfect condition. Lantern working, look at the headlight. Now just sell it. The car doesn't have a radiator, just like all the others I've bought at the junkyard, but it runs well. Look at that. And the temperature didn't get too high when accelerating. I paid $5,000 for this car. I only touched up the engine, no body work, no paint work. Let's see how much Mr. Robert is going to pay for this car. I've made it. I'm here to sell you this car. Wait, do I have to bring it closer? Now it's better. He's going to pay 34,000 bucks. 34,000 for a car I paid 5,000 for. Unbelievable. Mr. Robert must be a big fan of that model. He paid a lot and now I'm going to buy the turbine. I did it. Look how good it is. Look at the turbine here. The Peugeot is already here in the garage. The hood is open and now there's news. Here comes something new. Let me get this. Let's do the installation. Installing the turbine. This is it. It's installed. Look at the Roblox head. He came here to enjoy my car. Wait! Look at his car. It's very nice. Wow, it's amazing. Let's see what's under this hood. Open it up for us. Look, it's an ordinary engine. 4 cylinders. The car isn't boosted. It has a radiator. He spent a bit on the car. I can see that. What's that? He's removed the radiator here. He's giving me the radiator? It's not possible. It's too expensive. I already have it. Thank you very much. I'm going to test my car now. Wow. Look at the noise. The sound of the turbine filling up. Look. Very good. Very good. That's dope. Let's see if I can reach 200 kilometers now. I'm going down the same straight that I did the speed test on. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm going to do the same test. Let's see my top speed now with the boosted car. Good. From here, I'm going to accelerate, and I'm going to accelerate a lot. Go. Speed up to the max. That's it. 180, 196. What? It's not possible? It hasn't changed my top speed. It hasn't. The car starts differently. It accelerates much faster, but it hasn't changed anything. My top speed, I'm going to change the engine in my Peugeot. I'm going to install a V6. I'm going to remove the 4-cylinder engine and install it. And now the car will be different. Let me open the hood here. I've done the installation, but wait a minute. Everything's gone. Everything's gone. Where's the turbine? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. The car won't whir with just the engine. I'm going to have to buy everything to make this car work. From the moment I installed the V6 engine, I lost my turbine. I lost everything I had built with the 4-cylinder engine. I had to buy everything new. Look what my engine looks like. Now I have to raise 100,000 once again if I want to boost this car. Well, another engine now. It's to make the car more powerful. Let's see if I can beat 200 kilometers now. I've spent all my money. Everything I had. Wow, the car has no radiator. I'll have to go back to the garage. I have 27,000 and I'm going to have to spend 20,000 on the radiator. I've even lost that. Now the car's engine is 100%. It's the V6. Let's accelerate here. Let's see if it goes over 200. I've lost everything I built to the previous engine. I lost the previous engine, in fact. I lost everything. I've started over. What I've already spent on this car is a joke. I've spent everything I had on it. Let's accelerate now. Maximum speed. Wow, now you can see the difference the turbine makes to the car. Wow, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I've spent all this money. I've changed the whole engine and the car won't go 200 kilometers. It's not possible. I've lost hope with this car. I know I spent everything I had to build this car, but I'm tired. I'm gonna sell it, and I'm going to sell it now. I've already spent around 200,000 on this car. Let's see how much Mr. Robert will offer me for it. He wants to give me 55,000.
Better than nothing.
I'll get rid of this junk. Thanks, Robert. I'm going home. I'm going to build another car because this one has given me nothing but headache.